Stories of Great Christians. From the Department of Broadcasting of the Moody Bible Institute, we are bringing you Chapter 21 of God's Ebony Scientist, the story of George Washington Carver.
Mr. Creator, I want to make something out of the peanut, something that has never been made. I'm listening, Mr. Creator. I'm listening. God was there in my laboratory that day. I called on him and he was there. My people were in trouble, bad trouble. Boll Weevil, traveling north from Texas, had stopped in Alabama long enough to eat up a whole year's cotton crop. Plant peanuts instead. That's what I advised all of Macon County. And then the peanuts grew and grew, and everybody ate their fill. But when they turned around to sell them for cash, they found out the North wasn't buying up any more salted peanuts or peanut butter. But if the peanut could be used for something else, that's what I asked God in my laboratory, and this is what he told me. Behold, I have given you every herb-bearing seed which is on the face of the earth. To you it shall be for meat. And I have given every green herb for meat. And it was so. Yes, Mr. Creator, I hear your voice. Take the peanut apart and find the elements. All right, I'll shell them. Take another handful and shell them. Now, lay the hulls aside for experimentation later. Take the peanuts and grind them fine. Grind them very, very fine. Now, light the burner. Heat the ground peanuts.
Professor!
Professor!
It's dinner time. Better you come and eat.
Oh, go away.
We've been keeping your dinner warm.
It's gonna dry up for sure.
Don't pester me about food. I'm not hungry. Go away. Yes, Mr. Creator, I hear what you tell me. Remove the oil from the peanuts? I have. Every last bit of fat. Okay, take a pan. Put the dry ground peanuts into it, like this. Add water. Then add an enzyme, yes. Then light the burner. Heat it all to body temperature to make artificial digestion. Then sit back and wait.
You've been in there 6
I'm not hungry. If I get hungry, I'll eat peanuts.
A dinner on the tray outside your door.
Please come out and eat, Professor.
Oh, please, we're worried about you.
Yes, Mr. Creator. Wait for the artificial enzymes to work. I am. What's that? Take more ground peanuts and extract a fluid, not a fat? But, well, all right. What? Why, it's white. Looks like milk. Tastes like milk. It is milk. A pint of milk from a glass full of shelled peanuts.
Please, Professor.
For days, he ain't eaten hardly a thing.
I reckon he's fainted.
Professor, you gotta come out. This ain't normal.
Professor, you kill yourself. You've been in here too long. You can't just sit...
Josh, what time is it?
5 o'clock in the morning.
That late?
5 o'clock Wednesday morning.
Wednesday?
You've been here 2 days and 2 nights.
2 days with God.
Professor?
Josh, from the Creator, I have my answer.
Just come on out and eat.
Later. Come here, Josh. Over here. I have to share all this.
Bushel basket. Peanut shells.
Not those shells. Look, Josh.
What is it?
Face cream.
Face cream?
In this glass, Jersey milk.
Milk? But...
Instant coffee. Flour. Worcestershire sauce. The beginning of wallboard.
Where'd they come from?
Peanuts.
Peanuts? Wallboard? Face cream? Professor, how?
I followed instructions.
Professor, you're hungry.
God said to me, separate the peanut into its parts. So I did. And pretty soon I had water, fats, oils, gums, resin, sugar, starches, proteins, amino acids.
From a peanut?
Yes, and I spread all those parts in front of me. Then the Creator said, now you know what a peanut is. And I did.
Yes, but, Professor...
Then I said, but Mr. Creator, why did you make the peanut? What for? And the Creator said, take these parts and put them together again in as many different ways as you can. Then you will know why I made the peanut.
Put them together different?
I reshuffled a peanut, Josh. Fats, gums, resins.
You got face cream.
Josh, from a peanut I can make almost 300 things. Do you know what this means?
I think I do.
It means the people in Macon County, in Alabama, are saved, Josh. They can sell peanuts to 1 million different markets.
You did it all in 2 days.
Oh, you're wrong, Josh, you're wrong.
Huh?
I didn't do anything in 2 days. God did it. Come over here, Josh. I have a peanut dandruff remover just for you.
And so in 1912, 13, 14, the biggest harvest possible could be sold for profit. In 1915, there was tragedy again at Tuskegee. Dr. Booker T. Washington died. But this didn't change the school, or you, Professor. You stayed on. After the World War, Thomas Edison offered you a job. Salary, $100,000 a year. You turned him down, saying, I think Dr. Washington would want me to stay at Tuskegee. 1920. The peanut was bigger business than ever. 1921. Now it was too big. The peanut was in trouble with tariff.
So it's like I've been telling you, Josh. Peanuts are so important now that the tariff on them is important.
Professor?
You see, right now, when our country ships in peanuts from the Orient, it only pays about 3/8 of a cent on a pound. Only 3/8.
Professor, that's very interesting.
And
but
American growers got every right to demand that the tariff be raised to 4, even 5 cents. You see, that would balance the difference in cost between coolie labor and American. Are you listening?
No. Professor, I want to tell you something. You can't go up to Washington, D.C. to lecture on tariff wearing that raggedy old suit.
Oh, don't you ever keep your mind on important things?
Cuffs all frayed, button off here, and you're not wearing that cap neither.
Josh, if the House of Representatives wanted to see a fashion show, they would never have asked me to lecture on the peanut.
Professor, these are big men, congressmen. You're representing the Peanut Growers Association of America. That's big, too.
Peanuts, Josh, peanuts.
Don't tease. You don't want the Ways and Means Committee of the United States government saying, what's that colored trash from Alabama doing here? Give me that cap.
No, this cap
It's
has
a mess.
been with me in Kansas, Iowa, and Alabama. It'll go to Washington, too.
Just once. Won't you dress up, look good?
Oh, I do. Look here. Carnation in my lapel.
That don't hide the tear, nor the grease spot.
Ah, Josh, the U.S. Congress is interested in peanuts, not the cut of a man's suit. I can tell them anything they want to know.
Where's your suitcase?
Oh, not enough room. But I'm almost packed. You see, this wooden box...
That wooden box?
Lots of room. I have 35 peanut exhibits. I need room.
I'm not letting you get on a northbound train with that wooden box.
I need room, Josh. Well, you gonna give me a hand or not, Josh?
Where do you suppose he is?
I thought that was his train.
Couldn't be Burns. Everybody's off.
Well, Blakely, what'll we do? Wait for the next?
Don't know. Almost time for session to start.
Well, we got 2 hours. We ought to wait. We have to brief the man.
Told the association they were fools for contacting this colored. Probably unreliable as you can...
Yeah. Off drinking somewhere, maybe.
They say he's a genius.
On peanuts, anyhow.
Probably won't know a thing about tariffs.
Well, so let's wait.
What could a jockey know about tariffs?
But he's our only chance. He knows peanuts.
If he gets here in time, unless we brief him on exactly what to say before the committee, he's apt to make a fool of himself.
Yes, and us. I'm going to ask the porter. Porter!
Yes, sir?
We're looking for somebody very important, a scientist and a Negro man.
Oh, well, I ain't seen him. I watched every living soul get off that Dixie fly. No important black man got off.
Burns, let's go on. This is a waste.
Thank you, sir. We'll call you a taxi, sir.
No, we'll get our own, but keep your eyes open for this fella, and if you
Yes,
see
sir.
him, tell him to come straight to the Mayflower.
Oh, yes, sir.
Porter?
Yes, sir?
Could you give me a hand with this case?
Huh? What's that?
My case. It's awful heavy.
I'm sorry, Papa. You know, I'd like to, but I got other matters to tend to. I'm waiting for some big, important scientist from way down south.
You are, huh?
Oh, sorry,
Well,
Papa. Oh, sir. Wait just a minute. Are you by any chance an important scientist from way down south?
And so we conclude Chapter 21 of God's Ebony Scientist, the story of George Washington Carver. Stories of Great Christians is produced by the Department of Broadcasting of the Moody Bible Institute in Chicago.